My next guest is the newest member of the UFC's featherweight roster, and he's going to be making his debut coming up here at UFC Fight Night 126. It is Steven Ocho Peterson joining me here on the program yet again. Steven, how are you?
I'm awesome, James. Thanks for having me on, man.
No, I appreciate you taking the time. This all sort of came together quite quickly. When did you actually find out this was a possibility that you were going to be a part of the UFC roster?
Actually, I don't know how much I'm allowed to share, but okay. I got offered a short notice fight the day after Christmas. Fight on 3 days' notice. It didn't work out, so I had opponent situations and whatnot. And so Sean said he was going to pick me up. And, after my last fight, I was like, UFC Austin. I know it's going to happen because, why not? People are going to drive down from Dallas. I'm going to draw a crowd out in Austin, and it's ideal for me. So I'm just super excited. I knew it was going to happen, and I saw it, and I kept working, and here we are.
Yeah, we certainly are. Now, that's interesting you had a short notice offer then, because you had fought at the beginning of December for LFA, and you got that knockout victory over Dustin Winter. So you were just sort of keeping the weight on point just in case something happened?
Yeah. For 145, yeah, I'm perfect at 145. I'm done cutting to 135. That's the thing of the past. People don't know, at least half my fights have been at 145. Just my high-profile fights have been 135, so people know me as a bantamweight. But I'm a featherweight. I'm not small for the division, so I'm going to fit in just well in the UFC featherweight division, and I'm ready to make my run.
So we've been talking about how you knew about something was going to happen, even last month. But let's talk about, when you actually got the contract and everything signed. I know that the actual contract was signed today, but as far as knowing this was happening, was this yesterday, the day before? When did you actually find out then?
Yeah, I think it was 2 days ago. No, 3 days ago. Sean Shelby had, talked about matchups for the Austin card, and we told him we wanted it at featherweight. He said, hold on. And he said, if you want it at featherweight, then you'll be at featherweight. And then he came up with a matchup, and here we are. So I didn't contract until there was an opponent. So
okay.
Got that all inked out.
And how did you find out? Was that sort of a call, an email? How did it sort of all come together from that sense?
Coach keeping me posted every step of the way. We've just been waiting on the contract, really. I mean, we got the verbal confirmation when I stepped up. I guess Sean had been like, okay, he's game. He's going to step up on 3 days' notice. So I'm going to go ahead and sign you. So he had told us he's going to sign, and we were just waiting on the contract. Eager, checking the email every day, and but still training and staying ready, and looking forward to the Austin card.
Who's the first person you told once you found out the news?
Man, my girlfriend.
I was gonna say that should have been number one. If you had someone else, I could see her getting mad about that. But that's good, man. That's you always got to prioritize the significant other, right?
Yeah, and then I let my whole family know. We got a family text thread that we got going, so I just jumped on there, let everybody know. Before it went public.
And let me ask you this. Was there ever a point where you felt like this might not happen? I mean, you had the Contender Series fight. It was a close matchup. We talked about that. I mean, a lot of people felt like you won that one. Were you ever worried at all that maybe your opportunity had passed by?
No, I knew it would happen. I know that's where I belong. I fit right in with everybody in the UFC. I'm going to do good, big things. My goal is up here. I'm shooting for the stars, and, I just can't wait to get started.
And last thing on getting signed, how much credit sort of goes to, being with Legacy and LFA, because it seemed like they always, were giving you fights and giving you good matchups. And I think that really, I would say, sort of helped this process in you getting signed.
Oh, 100%. I'm thankful for everybody that let me fight under their banner. My pro debut was Puro Combate in a club out in Houston, and then just from there, Legacy and XKO and all these guys were just it was a building platform, and I always went for those top level fights. I always wanted to fight the champ. I wanted to be the champ of the organization. So they seem to like me. I sold a lot of tickets, and I'm marketable, and I always put on a good show, and I win 90% of the time. So if not, it'll be a bloody war. So I'm not going to go down easy.
And I know we'll find out your opponent a bit later. I know that that's still sort of in the works at the moment, but definitely wanted to get you on here and talk about the contract itself. Now, what about training camp? Have you sort of mapped that out yet? Or are you just going to stay at home and do training there? Or are you going to do things a little bit differently? What's sort of the game plan there?
Yeah, my camp is Fortis MMA here in Dallas, Texas. We got now 6 guys in the UFC. We're top level. There's nowhere else to go to get the training that we get right here. So I'm gonna stay where I'm at, and we're gonna show the UFC why we belong at the top of the UFC. Fortis MMA is about to be on the map.
Excellent. And last question for you here. How much are people already starting to hit you up for tickets? I mean, this is a local fight for you. I imagine you're going to have a pretty big fan base that's showing up for this UFC debut for you. Oh,
yeah. I'm getting, my phone just, the top, it keeps going. Just text every text, tickets, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just I'm glad I'm not having to sell tickets by hand, I don't know how the UFC sets that up, but I'm glad they can get directly from UFC, and I'm not, hustling tickets.
Right, exactly. Well, Steven, again, congratulations. Really looking forward to the debut, and also curious to see who you end up fighting. Just remind people where they can get a hold of you on social media, and if you got any sponsors or shout-outs. The floor is yours, sir.
Ooh, I want to thank my sponsors, Hutchins Barbecue, Knuckle Up Tattoo, Line 1 Nutrition. You can check me out on Facebook, facebook.com/Ocho Nation, Twitter, Instagram at 8ocho08. Check out fightfitlifestyle.com. And I got my radio show on kvgiradio.com every Friday at noon. We go live every Friday at noon, so check us out.
What's up, fight fans? If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to see even more interviews with your favorite UFC and Bellator fighters. We've also got coverage at events, including post-fight press conferences and media scrums. And if you like this video, check out the video to my right. It's worth your time.